logic?
You're afraid of a house.
A house where a few dozen hunters have gone missing inside of.
Should we see what's where they've gone missing to then? Bring some closure to their
No,
families?
I don't. I. I'm not going to convince you, are I?
No.
Look, I don't. I'm fine to be there. If there is a fight with arms and weapons, I'm there. But the magic, ghosts, curses, witches, and all that bullshit? No. That is not my domain.
Well, it's ours, and we're your friends, and we've got your back.
I hate this so much.
Oh, you hate
So
being
long
friends?
as-
I see how it is,
No.
Rayon. Very well. You stand outside. We'll go and investigate the house.
Look, so long as I'm not the first one in.
I look at G. Do you
Well,
want to rock
look-
paper, scissors for it then?
Well,
First one in?
hang on. I want to have a look underneath because it's on stilts, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's have a look underneath then to see, because it's also juts out over the ravine. I mean, you're saying a lot of people have disappeared in this thing. Makes me nervous about walking straight in through a door. Let's see if there's anything loose underneath, trapdoors or anything like that. Just wonder, because you're saying that's about 20 feet up, so it's quite high up.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me where you go, and I'll describe it.
I'm going to go up to this side of it and peer under. I'm not going to go under it. I just want to see what's underneath each section, and what I'll do is I'll go round to the left, but keeping out from underneath it. And I want to also check how deep the snow is underneath it compared to, how it is outside.
Okay, so under the house, I'd say it's pretty deep because it's like slightly sloping downwards, but it's not dangerous enough that you might fall off or anything. Looking under the walkway, there's some planks missing, but otherwise it seems pretty stable up until here, and then these ones look very loose.
And because of my height and the angle, I can see pretty well underneath.
Yeah.
It looks like it's pretty intact from underneath.
Yeah. Up on this side at least is stable enough. Oh, under the house? Yeah, this left side along with this walkway, like this left side looks it looks like it's sort of not destroyed, but it's in the process of being destroyed from the element, and yeah, it looks much weaker.
Okay.
Can I open this outhouse?
No signs of a trapdoor or anything.
No trapdoors. And yeah, Rayon, go ahead and open it.
I look inside. Is actually outhouse or?
It is. Besides the fact that it's half buried in the snow, when you peer inside, you find that there seems to be a stack of discarded notes and blueprints.
I take the papers, and while I'm at it, I also just want to sniff around and just see, perhaps if there has been any recent leavings.
No,
I am a hunter after all.
Roll to smell for shit.
Yeah, okay, you can roll a perception.
Oh, God. Survival?
Sure.
Yay! Because it's kind of like hunting. Oh.
No, it's everything in here is pretty frozen, so no odor is being produced.
Okay, I'll take the blueprints and I'll go, hey, Ella, gee, I found something.
What do you got?
I showed them the papers. What does it look like?
It so it's multiple blueprints, but it's a design of some sort. Oh, actually, let me check something. See if you could. Okay, do if you want to look at it, you can do.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh no, I was just reading.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was me.
Do a Arcana check.
Oh boy. I'll give it a red hot go.
Wow. Wow.
Lowest 20. Imagine if I got a nat 20 on the Arcana.
It's just some sort of device, and it looks like whoever made these blueprints, they just had multiple tries at it. Can't really make out what the device is, at least so far.
You gonna keep those papers round?
I could.
If not, I'll
Perhaps
take them.
This is perhaps something
I'm
that
always
we
interested
would
in little
like.
things that could be made.
The is interesting, but I don't know what this is.
Hmm.
Maybe Mo can have a look at this, and he might be able to figure something out.
Hmm.
She can have a look.
Hmm.
Do you all know what this is?
I have no idea,
Ah,
Let me have a look then. Maybe I'll know.
but it's interesting.
oh.
Lines on a page. Just what I thought.
Ah, maybe Mo would have better luck when he's not deliriously babbling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting to a sad state when we need to rely on his intelligence.
I'll hang on to these. And I shove it between the pages of, I guess, the Navigator's kit I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Right next to the taxidermy, brain beak, and the hag head.
Hmm. Yeah, I have to make a copy of those papers from you, though, at some point.
Yeah, perhaps when we make camp.
Yeah.
If it's safe to camp inside that cave. I hope whoever lives here doesn't come back and sees Garrett and the dogs.
How do we know they're
Well,
not already home? They haven't even knocked on the door yet.
And we are in the middle of a blizzard. Look, I don't want to go in there. But I won't let you both go in there alone.
I'll come up with you.
All right. I'll knock on the door at least.
Rayon just hides around the corner and just looks.
Oh, just out of curiosity, did any of you ever play that game where you knock on someone's door and then run away as a child?
No.
Well, I saw other kids doing it, and if there is something terrible, I suggest we knock and run. So I'll knock on the door and get ready to run if anything weird comes out.
You knock, and nothing happens. And you don't hear any movement coming from inside.
No one's home.
Uh, so, no one's there? So,
No one answered.
we just take our leave then.
I'll have a look through the window.
Yeah.
No windows this side. Go on, big guy, look through the window. I can't see. It's higher up than me.
I don't.
You're scared of seeing your reflection now, are you?
No, I just. Okay, fine, I'm fucking scared, okay? I don't like this place. I don't like the stories that are attached to this, and I don't like the fact that I've lost quite a few friends to the wilderness, and apparently this cabin.
Don't you want to look in there and see why your friends have gone missing?
Not really, no, but. I try to look through the window.
Okay. Yeah, the window isn't, in best condition. So it's probably got quite a few cracks. And you can feel like wind moving through this room. And when you look inside, it looks to be some sort of workshop that is abandoned. Frost covers every surface. And inside, you can see that there seems to be a set of smith's tools and tinker's tools spread across a wooden table with twisted
tools.
bits of metal.
Oh, I'm interested.
It looks like a workshop.
Let me have a look.
There's no other doorway inside there, though.
Except for this
Looks
one.
like-
No, open the door.
No,
Back in the corner.
When you open the door, you see some squirrels run. They were like inside the room. They run to a small hole, escaping the room. Near this bookshelf over here, a bookcase.
I'm not a complete idiot, so before I step in, I'm going to look around and see if there's any obvious traps.
Yeah, you can do investigate.
Oh, 17.
hooray for
No.
bricks.
Looks like a normal workshop. No trap rigging here.
Oh, in a go. Let's step in.
Ew, up.
Rayon, there's something in here.
I know, but I don't.
Rayon, you should come and see this. There's something in here.
I can see it from the doorway pretty fine.
No, you need to come in here and see it.
I'm okay.
That's right, you can actually see it from the door. It's a 6 foot tall, green skinned man who's terrified of a house.
Yeah, I can see it as well.
I hate you both.
No, you don't.
And I'm gonna go over to this window and I'm just gonna take a look inside here while they're rummaging around inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and see what we've got. Tinker tools are interest me because I could do with some.
Yeah. Tinker's tools and Smith's tools.
Oh, so I'd definitely grab the Tinker's tools and have a look around at the bits of metal and see what's there.
It's all cut up. They're like spare scraps from whatever the main body of what was being built here. But you don't see it anywhere in this room.
Okay. So it's just the table, the tools, and the bookshelf. Moving over towards the bookshelf, having a look.
I
Uh,
point out to G where I saw the squirrels go.
Hmm.
yeah, you can see the squirrels have used the bookshelf, possibly as a secondary home. But the bookshelf only contains scraps of paper. And it looks very similar to the blueprints that you already have. But otherwise,
Hmm.
nothing else of interest.
Hmm. Okay. Nothing we can work out from the blueprints. So, they've obviously made something in here. I mean, the level of dust in here. It's been a reasonable time since anybody's been in here. That's for certain.
Yeah, it's because the windows are broken and open. Rather than dust, it's ice, frost.
No, yeah. So maybe those hunters didn't actually come in here. Find anything, Ryan?
Looks like it's empty on the inside of the other section too. Grab what you can. We'll load it onto the sleds. Take it with us.
Yeah, I want to take the blacksmith tools and the tinker's tools. That's for certain.
Sure.
And then
Are
we'll
there
have
any
a.
books in the bookshelf?
No, just the scraps of paper.
And we go through those just to make sure there's nothing different in any of them.
Very similar to what you've already found in the outhouse.
Mm.
But what you see here through the window, you see that there is lots of snow inside. Seems there's holes in the roof, and it's allowing the snow to get in. And you can see like probably a bit of a table in the middle. And you also see pieces of furniture that is scorched black.
Like from a fire?
Yes.
Does it look like the fire has spread around and burned everything, or just those furniture?
Most of the room. Which part of the room that you can see at least?
It looks like Looks like a fire got out of hand.
Can't
Not
see
see
what
any
would have.
bodies.
Yeah, can't see what would have put a fire out if this place had gone up in flames. The whole thing would have gone. It's wood,
Maybe
even
there
with
was.
the snow.
Duh, I agree. Although the cabin is black after all.
If there was a fire, though, there'd be a lot more damage than this.
You would think so.
How high up is the window frame? So can I like, lever myself up to peek inside?
Yeah, it's probably like your head height.
Okay, so I'm gonna just have a look around.
Is the window open and broken, or is there still?
Open and broken. So
Oh,
if you like it, there's still glass there, but you can break through it and peek in even further.
So I can stick my head in. So I can stick my head in, or a bit of it at least.
Okay.
we could potentially climb through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can if you want.
it's not that small.
The reason why I'm asking that is just because I'm assuming the planks ahead of me look like they're rickety as fuck and could fall through if Rayon jumped through.
Yeah, G would have. I don't know if you told
Yeah, it
them.
looks a bit rough from rope over that side, so you probably. Yeah, I would have kept everyone informed.
What if can I like lean over this edge to look through this window?
It's a wide gap. Sure. Yeah, you can lean in. Okay. So you see a couple of things. You see the rest of the table, and at the end of that table, you see a charred, or what the remains of a charred book. And also some broken wine bottles on the floor. And I think that's all you can see. Just because you're leaning.
Okay. For a second there, I thought you were going to say a charred corpse. And I was just like, ooh, juicy. I can see a burnt book. Not much else. The place looks to be completely in shambles. Something happened here. Something bad. And judging by our experience with ghosts, I'm likened to believe that that perhaps is the reason why people have not come out.
Which implies there's a trap in there. Rock, paper, scissors?
I would simply leave.
Ayla, boost me through the window.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Before he does, Rayon just like breaks the rest of the glass out from the bottom so there's no jagged bits.
Okay.
Okay.
G, you go inside.
Oh
no!
I'm fully expecting this to be a serious trap in here.
And you immediately see a charred corpse. It's mostly incinerated. And right next to it is a round, frost-covered object, about 6 inches in diameter.
Oh, duh. Let me guess. This seems to be about centric for where the fire
Yes.
burnt out. Can I make an educated guess on that one?
Yeah, no need to roll. It looks like it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to touch that. I don't think there's a body in here, guys. And it's sort of central to where all the fire has come from.
Oh, I don't want to be here, guys.
I'm going to go over to the other side. Just want to have a peek around the corner. Hang on. So I'm going to go over here and have a look. I'm keeping an eye on that little thing in case anything moves, but I'm going to go and just check carefully, walk carefully, because I'm not too sure how solid the floor is.
Stay away from the far end where the cliff is.
Yes, I'm not going down that end.
Yeah, you don't feel like it's going to give anytime soon, at least where you've stepped so far.
Okay, I'm going to move up to the corner so I can see around the corner.
Hallway with 2 doors to others, one on each side.
Ooh. Well, we can go down there because we're furthest from. It'll disappear down there. And a solid doors or
Yeah,
just
solid
frame?
doors.
We'll go have a look at that. Better take the one on the left first because I don't want to be trapped.
Okay.
I will be checking for traps on this one, I think, just to be very carefully. It seems a very, very
Yeah, do investigate.
dangerous investigation.
Damn.
Nice.
I not only do I know there's no traps, I know where the door was made.
No traps. Yeah, looks just like a normal cabin so far.
Okay, good. Well, let's try this door. Be it a push or a pull, whichever way the hinges indicate.
Yeah, it's a push. So here you just find an abandoned bedroom. The wind is blowing through the broken window. And the gray curtains. So probably when you sort of like peeked in, it looked like a ghost, but when you actually went inside, it was just a curtain billowing and flapping, and yeah, just made it seem like a ghost.
Mm-hmm. I'm pleased that it's not a ghost. Have a look around. It's a bed. Anything else in here apart from?
No, it's just a normal bedroom.
Okay. We'll go to the next one. And repeat.
Okay. You open the door, and you can see that wooden
Mhm.
planks have been nailed over the broken window of this room, probably to hold out the wind. You see a double bed, a bookcase containing some folded clothes, and a few blank sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go and have an investigation. I'll look at that. Go through the papers, just make sure they're all blank.
Yes. Completely blank, unused.
Okay.
And next to this bookcase, you find a soot-stained hearth, wherein
Okay.
a scroll lies amid ashes.
A scroll lies amongst the ashes, and the scroll is unburnt.
Yes.
Okay. Find something suitably long that I can flick the scroll out of the ashes
Okay.
with, and then I'm going to do I think we better do a detect magic
Sure.
before I pick this thing up.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and there seems to be no magic in this room.
Good. Okay, so I can pick that scroll up then. Actually, what I'll try and do is I'll drop my pack and just slide it into
Okay.
a container without actually having to touch it myself at this point. I want to go through that carefully. I'll take the calligrapher set and the parchment and then head back out of this room.
Okay.
And now I've got the detect magic on. I'll hopefully spot anything if anything comes up. I'm following the edge back towards the window again.
Yeah. Detect magic is there's magic emanating from the circular spherical device next to this corpse.
Oh, thank God he's back. It's just meanwhile, while that's been going on, Rayon's just been like frantically tapping and like hitting Ayla's arm, going like, "Where is he? I can't see him. Where is he gone? Oh God, Ayla, do you think we should go in there? No, I don't want to. Ayla, you should go in there. Take a look at him. I don't know what's going on."
I'll come up to the window and advise them of the situation. There is something magical in here.
Oh,
But
and
and I thought I saw ghosts, but I think that it wasn't. It was just curtains blowing. Someone's been
Ghost.
living in here. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't. It was just me being twitchy. Someone has been living in here. If I was to lay a guess, I'd say it's whatever this the owner of this skeleton was, and he's picked up something which didn't agree with him.
do you think maybe we should just leave it here then?
Mm,
You said
Well,
it was magical, right?
I think we should do something for the body at least.
hang on, let me just have a think.
Out of character, I have a sick idea. Grab the body, put it inside the outhouse, and prop it up so it looks like it's like in a fancy pose while it's taking a dump.
Oh, sorry. There's another thing that's glowing. It seems to be like around the neck of the corpse. Another magical item.
Okay, so we've got two potential. Okay, so there's two potential causes here for some serious damage. Okay,
Can
how much?
can you figure out what they are before we touch them?
Yes, well, no, but what I can do is potentially move one of them away from here.
How do you know?
Well, why don't I? You guys want to move away from the window? I'm just going to throw something out of the window. Why don't you go into that little cabin? And I'm going to go move back over here. so I can just see the body. And I'm going to do a mage hand
Ooh.
and see if I can lift that spherical device with it.
Sure. Also, the School of Magic you see around the spherical device, transmutation.
Oh. What about the necklace?
I'm trying to find it.
Necromancy. Oh.
It doesn't say, so I don't want to confuse people by saying the wrong thing. So currently unknown.
Ooh. Okay. That's a starting point. So I'm using mage hand. So I'm literally just peeking out from around the corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can lift it with mage hand. So that takes up to £10. If there's any indication of reaction from the thing, I'm literally ducking back around the corner. And we'll let it drop. Otherwise, what I intend to do is, because I can move this up to 30 feet from me, I'm going to move it out of the window and away from the building, provided there's no reaction from the device.
£10. What's the equivalent of £10?
Well, I'm assuming about 3 kilos. 2.2 pounds to the kilo.
4.5.
This is made of metal. Definitely too heavy for a mage hand.
That's a pity.
I have an idea.
Yes.
You're moving the thing on the table? Is that right?
I don't
So it was
think
next
it's
to
on
the
the
skeleton, wasn't it?
table.
Or was it on the table?
It's just on the floor next to the skeleton, yeah.
Right. The necklace.
Oh, no. The sphere. The
Sphere, right.
necklace is on the skeleton, yeah.
What if I blast it with a gust of wind?
I don't... Out of character, give it a go. In character, I don't know.
I mean, I need somewhere to blast it too, and I still need to deal with it once it's not in the position that it is, apparently. So.
Yeah, this is it. I'm nervous. There's something. Look, if there is something here that has destroyed hunters repeatedly, there's nothing living in here, as far as I can tell. But there's scorch damage. Something set it off, and there's 2 potential candidates here.
Did you tell us about the scroll?
No.
Okay. And you didn't read the scroll, did you?
Oh, that's gone. G's completely forgotten about that. He's going like, if you asked him, he'd go, scroll? What scroll? And then he'd take it into pack later and go, oh yeah, I found the scroll.
He ADHD. Okay.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely totally.
Why don't we take a look at the other rooms before we fiddle with this thing?
Right. Yes.
Actually,
We'll see if there's a ghost.
Can you break down the wall beneath that window?
This window?
Or you can just kick it in? Yeah.
I could. It's not exactly subtle, and I don't know about the structural integrity, but...
We're hoping there is no structural integrity. We're hoping you can just kick it through.
I touch you on the shoulder and say, may the Stormlord bless his destruction.
Oddly
Guidance.
fitting. Dan, does it look like I can do this just reasonably easily?
You can do an athletics check.
Oh, okay, alright.
Because if it's a sphere, we can roll it out.
Well, okay, it's 15. I am not rolling good tonight.
I mean, that's enough to take out quite a few planks. Like you could step through.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So there's some broken wood in here. Can I grab a piece? As long as piece as I can can comfortably wield, and I want to see if I can use it as a hockey stick to see if I can nudge that sphere towards the window, or the remains of the window.
Oh, are we
Okay.
stepping back? All right.
Step back, guys. Get into the other room. Go in that other little room, just in case.
Sit on the table.
Just around the corner.
Yeah, and I can separate the two separately, one at a time. So, provided I can,
Okay.
I have Misty Step fully prepared, by the way, just in case.
Yeah, you can do an athletics. See how far you hit it.
Yeah, I'm not like hitting it. I just want to kind of like put a piece of wood against it and kind of like see if I can push it, and it'll actually
Okay.
move. So kind of like use it as a lever rather than a stick, whacking stick.
Yeah. So, you get closer to it, and you realize it's not a complete sphere. It's actually two metal rings interlocked with a giant piece of coal in the middle of it. But you can nudge it over, definitely. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, I just want to get out the remains of the window and just push it off into the snow beneath.
Okay. So out the window, down 20 feet.
Yep, it'll go. 'Cause that's all snow beneath it, isn't it?
Yeah, thick layer of snow.
That's good. So it can go to that.
Okay. Give me a second.
Fireball.
Misty Step.
And technically, fireball has a radius of 20 feet, which is the height of this balcony. So,
That's why G is being very, very
Okay.
careful. Something
Y-
incinerated that skeleton, and I'm not sure which one it is.
You push it all the way. Nothing happens. And it drops right in the snow.
Okay. Super. One problem. We can deal with that one separately. Now I'm going to go back and look at this necklace. Go over to the skeleton. Human sort of skeleton, I'm assuming.
It's a human skeleton, and when you go up to the body, there's enough clothing left that you can see it was a man. And also, along with this amulet, on the amulet, you see a religious symbol. And which temple was it? Give me a second. Jeez, I should have looked this up before. I'll look up the temple later, but it's a religious symbol. And yeah, you just go get the amulet with your hands.
Nope. How badly burned is the skull and the neck?
This looked like an instant burn. So most of the
this
skin.
basically it's just. I'm wondering if the head will come off if I give it a good whack with the stick. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm going to aim for the head and just try and knock the head. See if I can. First off, I'll plot it. See if the head comes off.
Okay. You hit the head.
Yeah.
It was burned enough that, with enough force, actually do athletics.
Yeah, because I want to try and get it to a point where I can get the necklace off without actually having to touch it again.
Yeah, pretty much crumbles.
Okay. Then I can use whatever's left of my stick to try and, again, unhook the necklace from around the remains.
Yeah, you can do that pretty easily.
Okay, and again, probably because I've got it looped over the end of the stick now, I'm going to go back out the window, and I'll take this, holding it gingerly and moving quite slowly, over to probably over towards near where the latrine is, and set it down there.
Okay.
What have you got there?
We've got two dangerous things. We've got a thing over there, which I thought was spherical, but it's not. It's like some metal rings and a bit of coal and something very magical, now buried in the snow. And over here, we've got this necklace with a religious symbol on it.
Oh, religious.
I got a sneaky feeling one of them caused someone inside to get a little bit of heat stroke really quickly.
My bet is on the orb. What did you find in the other rooms? And
Yeah.
mostly-
I found some calligraphy stuff. And this scroll. So what I'm going to do is I'll gingerly peel it out onto this snow. It's actually, I didn't detect it as magic, so I'll probably be quite comfortable picking it up now.
So the holy symbol, the shape is that of a sun, and a golden sun, with sort of like spokes that look metallic.
They're not Palo?
Oh, this is Lathander.
Oh, right. Palo's Pathfinder.
This is the what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Morning Lord. This is the Morning Lord. Right? Yes?
Yes.
This is this phantom.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm.
Awesome.
It's magical, so don't touch it yet, guys, because look, if it's the morning lord, then too much mourning can cause the sort of impact that guy suffered inside. So it doesn't really help, unfortunately, at this point.
The Morning Lord's all about healing and rejuvenation.
Yes, I know, but if you can have too much of a good thing.
What's on the scroll?
Let's have a look at this scroll first. Now I've
Okay.
been reminded, I will cheerfully tell everyone what I've got. I won't give them the calligraphy set, that's mine now. But
Okay. So the letter,
well, I will tell them that I've got it, and the scroll, and yeah.
it reads, it's a letter, and it reads, Macratus, I've had enough of this damned, relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to 10 towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer's star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the Morning Lord protect you. Signed, Copper.
Copper. We've heard that name before.
Wait.
3 is better than 2. This is...
Copper pregnant. Is she breaking up with him? And she's pregnant. Is that what's happening here?
No,
Okay, just
no, I think because that thing's got 2 metal rings around it, the one that I dumped in the snow over there. So I'm thinking this is saying that 3 is better. Okay, I've got and some of stuff. Oh, there we go. And there's runes around it. I'm going to have to go and have a look at that thing. I'll come back and check this. Let's go and have a look at this metal rings thing. We want to dig it out from the snow, but just again, don't want to touch it. You got a tarp with you, or a canvas, or something like that,
I do.
Rayon? Yeah, let's get this thing
The-
out onto a sheet or something so we can look at it without actually handling it.
Do we have in the smith's tools, which I will add to my inventory,
Mhm.
right? Because I assume you don't want to carry it.
No, I'll take the Tinker's tools, but I think I've already got Tinker's tools, but I'll have some more.
I shall take the smithing tools.
Yeah.
What about the
Add
necklace? Or just leaving it where it is?
Leave it where it is
the
for the
necklace.
moment, and I'll
I think the
identify
necklace is
it
safe.
in a minute. I
Based-
don't think it's dangerous. I think these other things. I think so, but it's magical. So let's identify it before we pick it up. Something's killed this guy, and I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm pretty sure it's at Summer Star.
I think so. But do you want to gamble on it?
I'm going to. In the smith's tools, are there a set of like calipers or like something that I
Yeah.
can grab something with? Yeah, okay.
Tongs.
I'm going to pull out the calipers or the tongs or whatever, and I'm going to pick it up with it.
Hmm. Okay. As soon as you pick it up,
Oh god!
even with the calipers, it begins to glow with a golden radiance as bright
No.
as a candle flame.
Duck and dive.
I drop it and I turn and run.
You drop it in the snow and it stops glowing.
I go back and I gingerly and slowly pick it back up.
It begins to glow.
I think it likes you.
Does it get brighter or is it?
It's getting brighter.
I drop it.
I'm staying behind the latrine, watching from a distance. Rayon, leave it on the ground. Put the sheet down and just knock it onto your sheet so we can actually move it around without actually having to pick it up.
I grab one of my blankets.
Just
I
like
put it
knock
on the
it.
ground. And
Just use your tongs to like drag it onto the blanket.
Yeah, and I just like drag it on.
Yeah, you do it without it glowing or anything.
Okay.
And if
now it's
I
moved.
like pick up the blanket from the four corners and like move it, do I see it begin to glow?
Depends how you're picking it up. Are you like
Like
picking up?
only with the corners of the blanket, like not holding, like I'm not making any physical contact. I don't want to feel it or touch it or anything. Like the only thing that's touching it is the blanket, and I'm not even holding the blanket from the base where it would be sagging into it. Like think
Okay,
think
so you
hobo
just,
stick.
yeah, you're just dragging it. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Okay, so if I grab it with the calipers, it begins to glow and get brighter, and I assume it will explode, which is what killed that guy. Yeah, this seems to be
It's
okay.
certainly looking that way. Are you coming? Are you bringing that over to me?
Why aren't you
I
going to
drag it over
identify
here.
it?
Okay. I'm going to go over and have a look at the. I'll do a very careful inspection of it first. Obviously, there's runes on
Yeah,
it.
you can do Arcana check.
I'll tap you on
Oh.
the shoulder and say, be blessed. Enjoy the knowledge that the Morning Lord has to offer. And I'll give you guidance.
What is that one? Is that advantage?
Guidance. So plus D4.
Ooh. Oh, where's my dice?
While Den is finding the information on this, where have we heard Copper before? We've heard his name come up like twice now.
Hmm. What is it? Roll in here, isn't it? It's,
/R.
yeah.
Wow, 25.
Nice.
Oh, that'll be 25.
You find out through these runes that This device was designed to control the weather.
Ooh.
And it's directly related to all these papers that you found.
Except
Wait,
it
are
doesn't
you
work.
Perhaps because it doesn't have 3 of these circular bands around it.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got one person's note on that. Were there enough scraps for a third band in the storeroom workshop?
No, not what you've found so far.
Okay, guys, I think we probably leave this here, and I think we're okay to go and actually check the rest of
Check
this
the
place
other
out. Do you want me to
room.
do? Do you want me to I do an identify on that necklace first?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I'll do identify the necklace.
Yeah. Did you end up getting a pearl? 100 gold?
Oh, I didn't actually know because I can't.
Well, were we not supposed to know about the weather modifying summer star then?
Oh no, because that was Arcana. I didn't identify that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just Arcana check.
Ah.
He's looking at the runes.
Yeah, I did gotta get some bills.
Yes,
That's
well, I
right.
just have to
We're
identify
going
it the old-fashioned way when
Yeah.
putting it on.
Yeah.
Okay,
hour.
if you want to.
Sure, I'll put it
Wait.
on. I'm not afraid of the morning lord.
Wait, isn't there a thing about wearing the holy symbols of another god?
Not necessarily. Besides, I think Stormlord might quite enjoy it if I continue to be my lovely self while wearing someone else's symbol. He knows I still pray to him.
Okay.
You're really not having a good day, are you, Rayon?
I don't like this magic shit and religious bullshit. I hunt rabbits and deer and bears. I skin them. I make clothes for orphans. I don't.
And
You do
can't
that all day, every day, in and out for the rest of your life, and
and kill
nothing
your
ever
friends.
happens.
That's yeah.
And eat people too, gee. Don't forget that part.
I haven't forgotten it, Ryan. Don't worry.
To be honest, there's something nice about living a simple life, Ayla. Day in, day out. But also, I get to see the smiles on the children's faces.
Is that just before
See
you eat
them.
them?
No, usually when I do that, their faces are frozen in fear.
Well, I
Okay.
came into this
Well, the
world
way of
born
saying
of
this, I'm walking up the ramp.
lightning. I think I'm going to cause a little destruction and not live a simple life.
Look, nothing about this is simple. And clearly, this is the path that I've chosen to follow for a little while. I'm a little more aware of this supernatural bullshit, okay?
Put on the necklace.
Okay, I'm gonna. There's another couple of rooms in there. Oh, duck into the room.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll take an hour to identify.
Oh no,
you can-
I only duck into the room when she's putting it on. After that, as long as there's no big explosion, then I'll reappear.
Okay. You put it on. Nothing happens yet. But you can tell that this is something that you can attune to if you want to do that at the same time.
Oh, I feel strange. I feel weird. I have the
Wait.
overwhelming urge to stand next to G for the next hour.
You know what? I'll stick with the exploding stone. You guys go ahead and explore.
Okay, there's another couple of rooms. I think we probably want to check those out, but just watch out that floor. I'm getting a bit worried about it.
Alright.
keep right up against the wall, because if that's where the floor's going to be strongest.
I'm just going to say a few prayers over this body if you want to keep exploring.
Yeah, I'm just very gingerly checking the floor as I go. Just want to make sure that it's safe before I
Yeah.
get to the door.
Like if you want, you can do a perception check on this, like for what you're looking for, particularly with the floor. Okay, everything is safe up until like this area.
Okay, but I'll grab another stick if I can find one that's long enough, just to kind of like prod the floor in front of me, just to kind of like to give myself that comfort factor. And then I'll
Okay.
drop it when I get in front. I won't drop it because I'm going to need it inside this room. And then do the same again at the door. Just check it, and then give it a push to see if it opens.
Yeah, no traps, and you open it, and you find yourself in some sort of laboratory. It contains a fireplace,
Ooh.
2 empty bookcases, and tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor, next to one of the blueprints, is a tiny man made of clay.
My detect
Oh
magic
my.
has finished. uh, that's a ritual. Here we go. I have to do detect magic again. Yeah, I'll have to do detect magic, I think. I'm not going to touch that guy, little tiny clay man, until I know what's going on. I mean, I'm pretty small, so how small compared to me?
This is like the size of a doll.
Oh, okay. Ah, Ryan will enjoy that. He likes those things. So yeah, I'll do a detect magic again as a ritual
Okay.
while the prayers are going on outside.
Yeah, it's a transmutation magic on this small man. It's dead. And if you wanted, you could do like a Arcana check to get more specific with it.
We'll go for that.
Wow. Yeah, and all those clues lead you to come to the conclusion it's a homunculus, but a dead one.
I can't do much with the dead one.
Also in this room, you find another metal ring.
Oh, same as the one on the other two, I'm assuming. Is it on the floor, shelf, over the fire pit?
It's probably like on the shelf.
Oh, okay. Is it rune encased and all that sort of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, using my trusty wooden stick, I'm going to try and lever it onto the end of the stick. So again, that I don't have to touch it directly.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and collect as many of these blueprints as I can without destroying them all.
Yeah. You can see these ones are more complete than anything you found previously, but all different types of designs for the object, the spherical object that you've already found.
Nothing in the fireplace in this room.
No. It looks like it would have been used for probably smelting metal.
Okay. I'll come back out. Found the third ring, guys. Oh, where's Rayon gone? Oh, let me guess. He didn't come in.
He didn't come in there.
Now I'm going to take the ring outside to start with. Gingerly. So Ryan will see me coming out with a stick with a ring on the end of it. Hey Ryan, look what I found. Want to play catch?
Not really. But wait, how do you propose we attach that ring to this one? I assume they're supposed to be.
Yeah, well, let's work it out. We've got all these papers. There's another room at the back there, but I'm not going over to it. The floor's a bit too dodgy.
Do you think maybe there's something important in there? I don't know. In for a
It's only
penny,
a
in for a
small place.
pound.
Could be a toilet. Yeah. Well, if you go through, you're straight down the ravine, I think, because it's out over that area. Actually, tie me onto a rope, and I'll go and have a look. I'm going to leave all the notes here, and I'm going to leave the ring here, near but not touching the other
I will take the notes.
rings.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, leave them here around, because I want to go through them when we've checked out of the room, just in case we need to work out how to attach it.
Let's just compile them all together with the others.
Okay, well, yeah, just keep it all together. And then, yeah, if you can hold a rope, I'll test the floor out to the other door, just in case.
Okay.
We're feeling brave. We're going through the final door.
I'm go
I'm so
in.
proud of you, Rayon. Conquering your fears.
Get that
Just-
far and then get Rayon. Rayon, just hold this rope as hard as you can. I know you're very, very tempted to let go. I fully understand that. But if you do, I will come back and haunt you.
As he's walking past Ayla, you just see him like very gingerly walking, like hugging the walls, and there's like goosebumps on his skin. I grab a hold of the rope.
Okay. Just come out to this door frame where I am now, and I'm going to very gingerly check the floor ahead of me as I move out to the last door.
I'm just gonna stop there.
Yeah, it looks
How much
pretty
f-
weak right in front of the door.
Mm, it's a bit weak. Can I get any closer than that, or is that probably as close as I can get?
Not like right in front of the door is where
Oh, okay, so I can get one
begins to
closer.
get weaker. Yeah.
So I cut. Which side is it? Which way does it open?
It's a push
Yeah, hinge which side?
on the left side.
Oh, good. So I could actually push from this side, then it'll open a bit.
Sure.
I'm going to try and give it as strong a push as I can without moving any closer,
Okay.
which isn't very strong. Storeroom.
You
Oh,
open it, and the scent of wine immediately escapes, and you can see there's 4 frosted, frost-covered barrels.
right on. We struck gold. We've hit the wine cellar.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my god.
There's some barrels of wine in there, I think, and it smells like they're still full, but I've no idea how we're going to get them out. Actually, yes, I do. We'll do a round special on the wall in the next room. I want to go in through there.
See,
So-
Rayon, there is perks to
I-
coming into the haunted one.
How dodgy does the floor look just inside the room?
It looks fine.
Oh, can I? Okay, in that case, Ryan, take a step forward. That's it, and that gives me enough slack to pull myself around into the corner onto that floor.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
The critical things we've got to save the important things here. And I'll go and check the barrels. Normal
Yeah.
size, full, hopefully.
Check the barrels. Let's see. You can do like just a normal intelligence check. Okay, it looks
Oh.
expensive.
They're wooden barrels.
Yeah. Do you open the barrels at all?
Oh no, I'm not going to open them yet.
Okay.
I'm just going to see if I can rock them to see whether there's a gurgling sound inside them.
Are you proficient with brewer supplies?
No.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like an expensive one.
Ooh, good stuff. How are we going to get them out? Right on.
I don't think I should
We've got
step
4
out
barrels
there.
in here, or 4 casks. No. How are we going to get them out?
I don't know. Fill our water skins and just enjoy what we can.
We could. Well, have you got anything sharp? You could hack that wall down in the next room.
I have a lot of sharp things.
Well, why don't
But
you
I'm
take out?
worried that... I go in here.
Yeah, floor in the other room seem fine. Yeah, you'll have to untie me.
I do not untie him. In fact, I tie the rope around my waist.
And
And
unknowns to Rion, when he moves into that room, I will untie myself.
Can I, does the wall seem... Is it
Hey,
stable here in this corner?
It's a wooden wall. If you wanted to, you could spend a bit of time knocking it down if you wanted.
I'll knock it down.
Okay. So
Rion, why don't you take the wall down and get the wine out? I'll go back and go through all those notes and work out how the third ring is supposed to attach.
We've heard of this copper before, right?
It's
We
a
should
tinker's type
probably-
thing, so that's right up my alley. I mean, that's what I like doing. So
Yeah, but
believe
I
me, I'm
feel
not
like...
going to pick it up.
Duh, but I also feel like perhaps we should get the copper to help us. Dan, where did we hear of copper and know where he's at?
well, here's the thing. Your memory is probably as fallible as your character's memory. So if you wanted, you could do a history check, and if it's good, I'll remind you.
This is why I don't take notes, because it's true to form. Hey!
Ew.
Are you going to ask Ryan? Are you going to ask me? If I remember?
So you remember that it was one of the rumors that Mo heard back in Bremen about someone in Brinshander who knows about the Black Cabin.
Right. Shit.
Ayla, at this time, you have waited long enough to identify the amulet. It's the amulet of health.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, very nice.
Oh, 19?
Holy
Oh,
shit.
shit. I feel so strong at the moment. Like, healthily strong, not like physically strong. I'm still physically strong. Oh, what does that do to my AC? No, my AC, my hit points. What does that do? In a memento.
Good one.
Shit, maybe I'm worshipping the wrong god. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Please don't strike me down.
A lightning strike.
Lightning is my favourite terrain.
I'm going back outside, and I'm going to be sitting on the edge of the blanket, going through all these notes, trying to work out how this third ring attaches.
Yeah, you've looked through these blueprints enough And you can see that you could fit a third ring easily. Well, not easily. You just have to be fast enough. If you don't want to see what happens when that glowing gets too bright. So if
Well,
you
actually,
want,
it only can I touch? Okay, if I touch it without picking it up, what happens?
if you touch it, nothing happens.
So I can leave it on the blanket. So I'm going to do the usual thing of quick touch, nothing happens. You can just picture G doing this kind of quick touch, nothing happens. Do that a few times. Then the touches get longer and longer until he kind of like puts his hand on it,
Yeah.
and then both hands, and then kind of like pushes it a little bit backwards and forwards on the blanket to see what triggers the glow.
It's only once
see
you've picked it up, the glow
Yeah.
happens.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to see if I can get this third ring and see if I can fit it without actually having to pick it up. If that's requires getting bits of wood around it and stuff like that to try and hold it into place.
It might be possible, but it would have to come down to a
Hey, I'm a
roll.
tinker. I can create something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, if you wanted to go for it, it would be a dex roll with advantage because of your tinkering tools. And if you're proficient in Arcana, you add your proficiency.
Okay, so I get 2 dex rolls. First one, second one, and I've got a +6 on that. Either of
Wow.
those.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, you put the ring
So
on.
yeah, 29 would be the last one.
That's crazy.
And and then kind of like I put it on. As soon as I clipped into place, it's like suddenly realization and frantically throw myself backwards off into the snow and kind of like in case there's a huge bang.
And there is nothing happened so far, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's so intact that it gives that similar feeling you get whenever you're near a magic item and you can attune to it.
I'm going to guys.
Yes, G.
Would you mind if we didn't go anywhere for an hour? I'm just going to sit here in the snow on Ryan's blanket for a little bit.
What are you going to do?
Well, I just want to attune to this thing before trying to pick it up.
Why don't we drag it back to the tunnel and talk to the others? Get Garrett, let him know.
Well, you can get, yeah, but I'm not getting off the blanket, is all I'm saying.
No, I know, but
I'm with that
I
old.
dragged it this far, I can drag it back there. I'm assuming we're taking it with us.
Yeah, yeah. But you're going to take the wine with you as well, I'm assuming.
Oh, duh, of course.
Yeah,
how much of these wine barrels can I take?
How heavy is a barrel?
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, there's no. If you took it one at a time, with enough time, you can take all of them.
I will try to take all of them.
Okay.
And I'll just ferry them back to the sleds. Or get Garrett to come closer and be like, Garrett, we found a cabin. We might be able to stay here.
Okay. Yeah, Garrett comes with you. Mo also resting on the back of the sled.
We won't stay in the main house, just in the workshop.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I want to carefully take the bones out and gather some rocks and just make a burial mound like here, overlooking the cliff.
Sure. In the time that all this happens, you finally attune to it. And you realize that this item, this spherical item, it gives you the ability the summer star gives you the ability to cast control weather.
Ooh. That could be useful. That could be very, very useful. No wonder they got it wrong. It would have been very painful. In that case, I assume it's safe to pick up, so I will be picking that up.
Yeah. When you pick it up, it doesn't seem to malfunction in any way. I don't know. I don't think it glows anymore. Let me confirm. Okay, yeah. Looks pretty good.
Hmm. Mini weather control. Bit like what's happening up here with Frost. Where
Sorry, Ayla, as your
Yes.
was it your burying?
No, I'm
Okay.
building like some rocks on top of the skeleton.
Okay.
It's making a burial mound.
Yeah. At the same time that G attunes to it, you see written on the snow. Thank you.
Written
Like-
on the snow.
Yeah, it's written right in front of you.
Oh. You're welcome. Okay, I write you're welcome in the snow under that as well.
Yeah. And nothing else happens.
You just start having a full conversation with this ghost. You're welcome. By the way,
Hmm.
It's rare on these parts.
Well, I think that turned out quite successful.
uh, who do we want to carry the summer star? I feel
What's
like you've done
what's
most
on the
of the
star?
work here.
Ah.
Right. On the orb thingy.
Little thingy, right?
Well, if G's attuned to it, shouldn't he carry it?
I feel like that does make sense.
The interesting thing is, it then gives some focus around what's going on around here, because this is a weather control, but this only lasts for a little bit. So yeah, there's something really big if it's affecting all of this place for this amount of time.
So you think
But-
there's a similar device that's making it so cold?
I have no idea what it's going to look like, but yeah, I mean, if you can imagine one of these, goodness knows how much bigger. It could be something like that. But the good thing is having this is going to make it look really powerful. If someone, wants to do something to us, we can just change the weather on them. We could bring the sun out for a bit.
For how long?
Which around, I don't know, but it won't be long. But it'll only be briefly, because again, the spell that's causing the whole winter up here would take over it. But it'll make us look good for a little bit.
That could change
So,
things more than that cauldron ever could. If we could make it sunny, even briefly.
Yeah, but I don't know how long it would last. I mean, I know it's supposed to last for about 8 hours, but I don't know whether it will last 8 hours with the effects of what's going on around here. But I think it's one of those things you want to keep just as an emergency. You never know when it's going to be handy.
How far does it reach?
Mm, 5 miles?
5 miles.
Enough for a whole town.
Yeah, that's farming
But-
area.
But wait, is this permanent? Does this undo what
No, it's not permanent.
Orel?
That's it. It's with what's going on around here is just too powerful for this little thing. But it can help us if, I mean, even in the worst case, if there was a storm or some major storm and we were absolutely at our wits' end, we can use this to get ourselves out of it.
We might want to even hold on to it for
That's
when we
that's
do
what-
eventually have to face Orel.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, it gives us an advantage then, because even if we use it then, we can make it sunny, or at least not as cold when that happens.
Uh,
Can you try it out now just to test that it works? Can you make it sunny?
It's a one use.
One use only.
Yep.
shit.
No
Put my
returns on
hopes
these
up
things.
there.
Yeah, that's why let's just keep it, and we'll just watch. If it really, really gets to a desperate point, then we can use it.
Would it be nice to see the sun just for a little bit?
But we need to make it count.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, if this is something that could be created again, like if we were to find this copper person, maybe they would have more information. They were right, after all. 3 rings was better than 2.
We've got all of this, the notes that we use to make this thing, right? That's what all the
Oh
paper
yes,
is?
yep. That's why I want to keep them, because now we've got these. We've got the tools. Ryan's got the smithing tools, but I've got the tinkering tools. It's a possibility we could replicate this.
But what is this black stuff in the center? Looks
I think
like
it's-
coal, but
Yeah, I think it is.
this is something we need to deal with in the future. Once we find this copper person, which means, I hate to say it, Ayla, but we might have to go to Brinchander.
in Shanda.
It's where
Well.
copper is.
Yeah, and if we can find that copper person, that's a good way of working further on these sorts of things.
Great, let's go to
But-
Shanda.
Well, let's get this. We need to get this to this whale first, and I don't even know if we're still following the same way as those dwarfs went. Who were also looking for the whale. I mean, there's no point in us getting to the whale and then finding out those dwarves have killed it.
Hope they haven't killed it. The thing is a legend. Hunters have tried to go after it, but those of us in 10 towns, those of us who know, recognize it for a great majestic beast. One that you can try to hunt as game, but you should never kill. Something that we need to respect. It's like fishing. You know when you catch a fish, but it's too small, so you let it back go? Except instead of it being too small, it's too big and great.
No, don't know what you mean. When you catch a fish, you eat it.
What? No. No, if it's too small, you let it go so that it can grow bigger.
Look,
It's
when
too
you're my
small.
size, when you're my size, you just eat them.
Ayla, as
Yes.
this conversation is happening, you suddenly realize the wind has stopped. And then you see a very bright light coming from something around the corner. Like the light is shining towards the south.
I'm gonna walk towards that light.
Walk towards Tate. Walk to the light.
Don't follow the light.
When you look around the corner, you see the light is coming from a hooded figure, one
Oh,
that you've seen before.
oh.
Oh, it's one of those awful things.
Can I please
And-
be level 6 now, just for this fight?
3 ice elemental creatures follow behind him.
Oh,
But let's save it.
Categorically no.
Let's save it for when Mo is here. We'll probably end the session early, I think.
Run!
run!
Just break off the third ring, throw it back at them.
This is where I start singing, going and cast haste, and cast Misty Step all at the same time, and disappear about 500 feet away. Oh dear! I was worried. I thought we were going to something bad was going to happen there before that encounter.
Ayla, I think we know why those hunters didn't come back.
Yep. I think we found the hunters.
Hunters have become the hunted.
This is fine. This is fine.
Mo will take them out in one shot.
Fireball, fireball, fireball. Oh wait, we're not level 5.
Sorry, what's that? I don't know that yet.
Oh yeah, we're still level 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dan, did we level up? We leveled up, didn't
We leveled up?
Yeah, we
Not
leveled up.
yet.
Yeah.
I don't even have my second attack.
We'll see what happens. You guys did really well in terms of this cabin.
Oh
Oh.
boy. Oh boy.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you beat him before.
It was him by
That's right.
himself, and he almost killed me.
We'll be
Yes,
fine. We got this.
got this. Tie your hands behind your back.
I have so many hit
Still
points now. Oh, we can do anything.
Yeah.
I'm cursing myself for that because that would have really helped. But yeah, it's not something G would have taken. He wouldn't have felt comfortable.
The gods don't scare me.
It's definitely something that should go towards either the tank or the healer.
I can off tank now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just glass tank.
Ayla's name suddenly becomes Brigitte.
What's that?
Overwatch.
Oh,
Brigitte is an off-tank healer.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thanks for that, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank
GG.
you.
Oh,
Oh.
man.